So we're taking a break from our van build and we found a plant-based restaurant called Make It Vegan Denver. You hear that music? They're playing Lily Allen. We saw her in Portland how many years ago? When we lived there.
When this album came out.
It was at least 10 years ago. No, if not 12 years ago.
It's really cool.
So we're here at a waste transfer station near where we used to live, near Idaho Springs, Colorado. And we just got rid of a bunch of used motor oil properly in these vats. We had kind of a lot and it was a mess, so we, instead of going to an auto parts store where they'll just take it for free, we paid 50 cents a gallon, dumped it all in here, and we're good to go. Hey guys, so we are still in the Denver area. We actually came up to Idaho Springs, which is just west of Denver, not far from where we used to live. And there's a place called Indian Hot Springs.
It's really cool.
They have mineral pools. They have caves that are gender separated, and they used to be nude required. No swimsuits were allowed, but now I believe it's clothing optional. But we were here like a week or so ago, and most people still went naked, at least on the male side, on the men's side. We're gonna record the building as we go in, and maybe a little bit on the inside, but we probably won't be able to record in the caves, because if there's anybody in there at all, we won't do that.
Yeah, that's rude.
Very. So yeah, but we just want to kind of show you another place that is good for coming if you want to spend some time in mineral water and in hot caves. It's scorching hot too, so it's great in the winter. Yeah. What he said. Okay, it's a couple hours later. We went to the caves.
It was relaxing time.
Yeah, it was pretty good. They're keeping the water really, really hot, like all of the pools. Well, there's 3 main cave pools. Yeah, they used to keep them, like one was warm, one was hot, and the other one was like scorching hot.
Yeah.
So you always had somewhere to go to cool off, cool down a little bit. But now they're all like the same temperature, it seems like.
Yeah.
Just really hot. Like I couldn't stand for more than like a minute. And that was pushing it, I think. And seeing other people were the same way. Like you don't see anybody hanging out in the water.
No, not at all.
Like before, like when we used to
If
go
they
there.
are superheroes.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good for them to be in there that long.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a cool enough area outside in the locker room, just outside of the cave, where you can sit there and cool off as long as you want. You have benches and stuff.
There's also showers that you can like do a cool rinse and kind of sit and cool off.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's very rustic. I don't think we said that before. Like very, very rustic. Nothing fancy about this place. There's never been anything fancy about this place, I don't think. Maybe when it was brand new in 1800 and something. Yeah. So the caves, a lot of people think that they were used for mining back in the day. They weren't. They were actually blasted into the hillside because of the hot spring that was there. So they basically made something out of it that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I've read.
Yeah, if you want to go into a mountain and soak in some hot pools and get some steam, take a break.
We've been to the big outside mineral pool. Well, it's not really outside; it's enclosed, but it's kind of like a arboretum type thing, right? Terrarium.
There are a lot of plants around because it's basically like a tropical environment in there.
Yeah. It's a lot of kids, a lot of families. Of course, that's not clothing optional. But we have been there, but we don't go there. We come here with the caves once in a great while. Yeah. And we're passing through. Like, no.
Yeah. And twice in 2 weeks. That's pretty good.
Yeah. We used to come here several times a week because we lived 15 minutes away. So we're going to try to connect the battery real quick just to see if there's enough juice to open the fuel door. because we failed to leave that open 3.5 years ago. Shit, nothing happened. We would have heard something, I think. Damn. We might have to come here twice.
Yeah.
Came here to drop off some things that we don't need to drive around in our RV with anymore. Stuff we never use but we don't want to get rid of. We came here to also put fuel stabilizer in the fuel tank. We mistakenly left the fuel door locked, and we have no way to open it because we don't have a battery charger with us. Shoot. So we're gonna have to come here twice. Sucks because this is really far. We're way east Denver, like kind of toward the airport. We're staying on the west side of Denver, if you know this city at all. So it's really far out here. So we're gonna have to do that. So we're back at our storage unit a week later, and we are going to try this again. We're going to try to open the gas door, which allows us access to the gas cap, to add our fuel stabilizer. But we're going to not jump it. We're not going to start the Land Rover. We're going to just hook up cables basically from the Nissan to power the Land Rover for a second, but not without actually starting it. And that should open the door right away. Yes, success. Door flap popped open. And now we can access the gas tank. I know there are better ways to do this, but we don't have that kind of time.
And now we are going to put in some stabilizer fluid to the fuel, which we have no idea if this is going to do anything.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, we're getting rise.
Alright. Stabilizer in.
It says it lasts 2 years. We'll leave this open this time.
Yes.
Leave that open.
Yay! This is probably not proper car storage, but we have different plans for this vehicle at some point. So, oh my gosh.
So we were advised by somebody who knows a lot more about this stuff than us, his dad, that really we should shake the whole truck, like bounce the suspension to kind of mix up the fuel, but it's on blocks, not really on blocks, it's on jack stands. So basically the tires are not touching. So we could do that, but it's kind of not the most stable thing, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to hope for the best. I mean, we know that we're going to have to do a lot of maintenance or engine work on this vehicle once we go to power it up again in a few years. We're well worth it because it's our favorite vehicle of all time, and so that's why we don't want to get rid of it. We have big plans for it in the future, the distant future. So we're taking a break from our van build out, and we're grabbing lunch in a place called Olde Town Arvada. It's a suburb of Denver. We had no plans on coming here, and this is kind of a surprise to me. This is where I grew up, this exact neighborhood, from the ages of about 10 to 14. So I have just tons of memories here. Back in the day, there used to be lots of antique stores on this road and things like that. That was about it. It's been completely redone. The entire area is like just revitalized, modernized. It's crazy. My very first job as a teenager was in one of these shops right here. It was called Penny Royal Station. And I would sweep out the store. I was 14 years old. She'd pay me like $5 cash or something. I don't remember how much. I spent many hours in that building playing video games. It was an arcade back when that was a thing. Yeah. Yeah, they turned a lot of this downtown Old Town Arvada area into a pedestrian mall, which is great. These streets used to be just really congested, and they're really kind of small streets. Lots of shops. So weird because we're walking the exact same path I used to walk to junior high school. So we are back on the western slope of Colorado, and we picked up our RV, as you can see behind me, and we're getting back to normal again after spending 2.5 weeks in Denver. We thought it was going to be like a 3 or 4 day trip there, and it turned into 2.5 weeks. That's because the van build kept running into problems, and then just doing it right took way longer than we ever thought it would. But we're happy. We're really happy with it. And Scott today is organizing. He's gotten all of our stuff together, all of our kayak stuff, dog food. He's working on the decked drawer system, installing locks. Organized. We have our kayaks, we have our bikes, hammocks. It's going really well. We're glad to be back in the mountains. We'll do a proper van tour in the near future. We're still working on some odds and ends, some of the final touches, and kind of want to have it all together before we do the full van tour.